So we have a lot and lots of irresponsible fathers who abandon their responsibility in the lives of their kids. And they are waiting for the child to come back after the child must have struggled tooth and nail to survive. Then they are waiting for that child to come back for what they called father's blessing. You understand me? I keep getting confused here. You understand? After you have abandoned your child, your responsibility in the life of that child, you were not there as a father. Meanwhile, you gave birth to him. There was no support of any kind. There was no guidance of any kind as a father. There was no emotional guidance. There was no emotional protection as a father. But you know you have a son somewhere, or you have a daughter somewhere, or you have children somewhere. And these children on their own started to struggle with their mother to survive. To struggle with their mother to survive. Then at some points, maybe when they must have succeeded in this life, then I hear people saying that at the end of the day, you will still go back to your father to receive his blessing. You understand me? You will go back to your father to receive his blessing. And this father was not there when you were struggling, when you needed that blessing most, when you were struggling to survive. He was not there. He was not blessing you. He was not assisting you. He was not doing anything for you. Then when you must have succeeded, then you will now go back to that man to go and receive blessing. After you have succeeded, you have suffered all you could in this life without the help of the man. Then now that you are successful, you are expected to go back to that man to receive blessing. Please, I want to ask, what kind of blessing is this man going to bless that child again? Please, it's a very sincere question. Can we be blessing that child again at an academy after the child have grown on his own without the help and guidance of the father who gave birth to him, who brought him into this life? Then you abandon him because maybe you had issue with the mother, or maybe you don't want to take responsibility, or maybe you know your reason. Because I keep getting confused, like a man will marry a woman for the purpose of having a child, and when you ask men, they tell you they don't need anything from a woman. All they want from a woman is just a child. I don't need her. They see you as a stranger even in your husband's house. The only thing you are good at is giving birth to children. That is what you have come to do. And you are giving birth to a child that is going to continue his lineage. You have given birth to a child that is going to continue his legacy. You are giving birth to a child that is going to continue to maintain his name. You are giving birth to a child that is going to continue his generation. That is what you have come to do as a woman. You understand me? And by the special grace of God, you did that. You succeeded in maintaining the man's name, the man's legacy, the man's everything. Then you had issue with the same man. You had issue with the same man. Then maybe you left with your children. Or maybe you abandon your children. Some women used to leave their children. You understand me? Then, at the end of the day, the man in question that knows that this child is my blood, this child is my heritage, this child is who is going to replace me after I have gone. This child is going to continue my lineage. He's going to continue my legacy. He's going to continue everything about me. This guy is the person that is going to make my generation to continue. Then, after knowing all these things, because you are no longer with the mother, you will leave that child at the mercy of that same woman. You will stop being responsible in the life of that child. You will stop partaking in his growth. You will stop involving yourself in anything that has to do with that child. You will move on so fast and so smoothly, without stressing, without stress, or without looking back. Then this child is struggling with the mom. The child will start to struggle with the mother from the moment they left you, from the beginning to the end, from primary school to secondary school to university level, to finding her feet or his feet, to begin to start doing business, to begin to survive. This life is all about survival. It's all about struggle. Then this child is busy struggling on his own without your help, without your assistance. He's struggling, he's trying to survive, he's doing everything. You were nowhere to be found. He goes to school during school visitation. When he comes to his school, he will see other parents, other students with their father. They were all there, giving their moral and physical and emotional support. You were not there. This child will swallow all those things. Then when it comes to struggling as a person, he struggled alone without you in his life. You were not there. You never guide him. You never supported him in any way. But he managed to struggle to survive as a human being. You were not there. You were not praying for him. You were not guiding him. You were not doing anything until he come of age and become what he has become. Suddenly, people now remember that you need your father's blessing. I want to ask, what is that blessing going to do after you have succeeded? After you have suffered alone without your father, after you have suffered and survived without the man, what other blessing, what other blessing are we talking about? Because the last time I checked, the only thing you need from your father is guidance, protection, support from him. And he was not doing that. Then you now survived on your own. What blessing? Again, and we talk, because if I say it the other way around, people will not understand me. They will misunderstand me. But now I'm asking it as a question. As a father, you abandon your child. You were not in his life. He was struggling on his own. You were supposed to be his shelter. You were supposed to be his umbrella. You were supposed to be his guardian. You were supposed to be his protector. You were supposed to be his prayer warrior. You were supposed to be his assistant. You were supposed to be everything that need to be in someone's life. Then you were none of those things. Then this child grew up as a fatherless child. Meanwhile, you were alive. Then at some point, this guy break through and becomes successful. Then you are talking about prayer, blessing, father's blessing. You were not there to bless him when he was struggling. Oh. When he needed your blessing, you were not there. Now that he has succeeded, you want to bless him. Because what kind of blessing are you going to give to someone that has already survived without you? What other blessing are you going to give him? Or are you coming to become a liability to him? Are you indirectly coming back to become a liability so that he will turn around to start catering for you? So that he will turn around to start taking care of you? Because from the moment your child have grown to that age that he's stable, you are going weak. You are becoming weak. Are you indirectly coming back so that this child will start taking care of you? Because I can't see anything you're coming to do to him again, if not to come and depend on him to carry you, to carry your weak bones, to carry your weak body, to start taking care of you. Because whether we like it or not, we will not remain young forever. We must get old. No champion forever. So I want to find out, what other blessing are we talking about? Because I've been hearing things about, if you do anything, anyhow, when you do, you still need your father's blessing. Whatever you do in this life, you still need your father's blessing. Please, when is that blessing is supposed to start work? When is the blessing supposed to start work? When are we supposed to start having that feelings or the effect of blessing in our lives as children? When is it supposed to start work? I want to know. It's just a very harmless question. May not be like say I took the fight now. Now, this question is directly to men. When do you think this your own blessing that your child needs so much? When do you think it's supposed to start being effective? After the child have struggled on his own to survive. After the child have found his feet, he's standing like a man or a woman without you as a father in his or her life. Then now you're talking about blessing, and you need my blessing to do this. You need my blessing to do that. Please, I don't understand, Bikunu. I people wanna help me find out. I just say, may I ask this question? Now, question I ask. If you know the answer, please drop it in the comment section and make sure you share this thing. Other men need to see this video and let me know what they think too. Let's go.